Alright guys, if you're on a budget and you want a audio interface on budget, obviously for your live streaming or content creation, especially if you have an XLR mic and you need really a cheap interface. Today we're gonna be talking about the Amplitank from FIFINE SC1. Alright, this is a $55-ish interface and we have it right now and we're testing it. The audio you're listening to is actually coming from the Amplitank. I mean, it's coming from this microphone from Maono, connected to the Amplitank interface SC1 from FIFINE. This is what it looks like, and that's pretty much it. So it's, again, this is a straightforward interface. You can have like effects like EQs and things like that, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like and what you can expect from it. And actually we're gonna talk about the fact that it's cheap. I mean, it's a budget, inexpensive interface, if it's worth your $55, or if there are some other options that will actually give you better results for that price range. So let's not take much time, let's get into it. What's going on, guys? Watching Sam from Live Production Tips and Tools, helping you master live streaming. So guys, the first thing we're gonna talk about obviously is gonna be the material itself before we even talk about the sound quality. Again, this is a budget interface, but again, as you can see, when you receive it, really just in the box, it's just the interface and the user guide, and of course the USB cable, which is what you need mostly for things like this. It's an interface, so it's powered through your computer, so it's a USB cable that will connect directly into your computer. And on the back you have the output, so right and left, to be able to output to your studio speakers if you have studio speakers. By the way, this could be used if you're a musician as well. You want to connect like a microphone for singing and a guitar or another instrument, because it has two inputs, one for microphone and another one for an instrument. So this is what it looks like. However, you can also use it for streaming or content creation with, you know, doing talking head videos like what you're watching right now. So on the top of the interface, you also have your gain control knobs. You have one for your mic and another one for your instrument. Another one is gonna control your output for controlling, you know, your studio speakers kind of volume. And on the front, that's where you have most of the stuff. First, you have your input for your mic, which is a hybrid input if you want to use XLR or kind of a line-in type of input. And then you also have your instrument input, and then you have some headphones output, which is how I'm able to monitor this video. And you have your volume knob control for your headphones right here, and then you have this little button here to toggle on and off your monitoring. So you have direct monitoring. So right now I'm monitoring this signal through the headphones. If you want to turn the monitoring off, you can push this button and the monitoring feature is going to be turned off. You also have phantom power for the 8 volts here. All right, you can just push in and push out. All right, and it's gonna give you 48 volts for microphones that need phantom power. All right, you also have this little button for controlling, for switching for the line, either if you're using line in for a microphone, so you kind of push it in a little bit and it's gonna boost the signal. In fact, right now I was using the line in type for instrument because this is a hybrid input. But if I push it, it switches to microphone and the signal is a little different. And as you can hear, we have the sound just changed a little bit and it's kind of boosted a little bit. So that's pretty much it for what you have on the front. And everything for material wise, it's actually 100% plastic, guys. Okay, I'll tell you, the feel and the look is kind of cheap. So it's budget, it's a budget interface, but also it really feels cheap. It's very lightweight, and the material, I'll tell you, you just feel it. It's plastic and feels kind of cheap. I'm sorry to use the word, but yes, it feels really cheap. Okay, compared to other interfaces that I know of, like this one, which is the Behringer UMC22 Behringer Euphoria, which is in the same budget range. I'll put the price on screen for you guys to see, but this one is like 100% metal. Again, this is not a comparison video, but material wise, I just wanted to show you guys that this is like, the material is really premium, is well made. Okay, again, FIFINE is known for having good stuff on budget. I just reviewed one of their USB microphone that sounds really good for under $30. So FIFINE is a great company for making cheap, kind of inexpensive stuff with good sound quality, and sometimes the material is actually really good, which is surprising because, you know, usually when you're making something that sounds good on budget and does a good job, usually you have to compromise somewhere on the cost. So in this video, really, first of all, for the sound quality, you're not getting anything other than the signal coming out of your microphone. If you have a good microphone, obviously you can't use something that like the Shure SM7B, because the gain on this interface is not gonna be good enough to boost microphones and don't have really that need more gain. But for regular microphones like this one, the Maono mic that I have here, it should work. I'm also gonna test some other microphones that I have here so you guys can hear what they sound like. Another thing is you really have to watch the gain, because because there's no effects. Okay, this is basic interface, guys. Okay, again, all the interfaces, including this one in this price range, most of interfaces, actually even the most expensive ones, they don't have any sort of, you know, compression, EQ, processing or anything. It's just the raw. It's just to give you the microphone signal, get into the computer, because you can't connect an external microphone directly to the computer. So that's all you're getting from this interface. Now, does it work? Yes, it does work. You guys can listen to it. I'm using it and you're getting the sound. It's connected to Streamlabs as the software that I'm using to record this video, and it works, right? And you can also monitoring, so you can see all the features, monitoring and everything. And you just have to watch the volume, which is good because you have the headphones to monitor that. You just have to watch the volume, so just to avoid clipping, because if I push it right now, the volume, as you can see, it's around 75%. If I go all the way to 100%, you can hear that it starts clipping. Check 1 2, check 1 2. It's clipping right now and it's not good. So you need to really watch the volume and put to a level where you're not gonna clip. All right, any microphone, right, if you add too much volume, it's going to clip. Now let's go ahead and actually check out on a different microphone like this one. This is M70 Pro X from Beyerdynamic, and then I'm gonna try another Behringer cheap microphone that costs around $30 that I modified a little bit. So guys, you can have like an idea of what, you know, you're gonna get with the type of sound you're getting from different microphone types, and you decide for yourself. Okay, but what I would say right now, the interface, it works, but the material is not wow. Okay, and it just feels a little cheap. But for the price, if this is something that you need and you need an XLR microphone really and an interface on budget, it would just work. If you don't mind the material, that will feel a little cheap. All right, other than that, it works, and the sound that you're getting right now, it's what you're gonna get. Okay, all right guys, so this is what it sounds like with this Beyerdynamic microphone. Again, depending on the type of mic, you know, you're gonna get different sounds, and what's gonna determine most of the quality of the sound is gonna be more the mic rather than being the actual interface, because the interface is not doing anything really other than just taking that microphone signal into OBS. So this is not an interface that will give you some processing or anything. So this is what it sounds like on this mic. Check 1 2, check 1 2, and again, you have to watch your gain and everything to make sure you're not clipping or anything. So far I'm not clipping. I can increase the volume a little bit to like 80%. I'm still not clipping, and this is what it sounds like. All right, noise, I mean my studio is not noisy, but I'm not getting any noise so far. So yeah, for noise wise, I'm not getting any noise really. So yeah, I think it does a good job with the noise part of things. All right, next mic. So guys, right now I have the Behringer XM8500 dynamic microphone, and this is what it sounds like. Again, you can increase the volume. This is a cheap microphone that costs around maybe $30 or $20. Yeah, it's actually $20 on Amazon. It needs a little more gain, but as you can hear, it's actually sounding really good. So if you wanted a super cheap setup, $20 mic, again, I modified this one. I'll show you what the original looks like. I added like an external printed parts to make it look like this, and then combined with the $50, you know, interface, it will kind of sound like this, and this is what it sounds like. So let me know what you think. I have no more stuff to add about this interface. Let me know down below if this is something that you would be into. Obviously, there's some other options, including getting an actual USB microphone and actually skipping the interface part. So yeah, the choice is yours. I just wanted you guys to show you what the FIFINE interface can do and how good it is in terms of sound quality and the quality of the material and some of the options you have when it comes to XLR microphones to connect to it. Let me know, guys, what you think. But other than that, I just reviewed another USB microphone from FIFINE that will cost you $30, and you won't need an interface because it's a USB microphone. So if you are tight on budget, you can actually check out that USB mic because it's gonna sound really good for $30 that you're paying. So check out the video, is gonna be linked right here. Maybe that's gonna be a better option for you. Ciao.